What is up everybody? It is your boy Drunk Monkey, and I'm coming to y'all today with a quick little overview going over some of the changes for Season 5 Nash, and we're going to go ahead and get right off into it. The first thing we're going to touch on is buttons, and of course we got to start with the most important change, this little number right here. Our boy finally has a 3-frame, finally. But me being a Nash player, I gotta say I kind of feel some type of way about this. Reason why: his original standing light kick was a 4-frame startup, +3 on block, and +4 on hit. It was his go-to tick throw button. Now it's 3-frame startup, but the problem with that is it's only +2 on hit, and it's +1 now on block. So they literally overhauled this button. Another glaring problem now is you can't combo in the light siphon anymore. I want to say the only things he can combo into now are going to be EX Tragedy Assault, as everyone has seen in the video, and EX Scythe now. So basically, if you want to confirm off of that standing light kick, you got to spend bar for that. I'm not really feeling that. Other changes, and speaking of the light kick, his light kick target combo has been tweaked. So normally this would be +4. They bumped it down to +2. So no more standing jab confirms. Overall, I'm not really too sure why Capcom did what they did as far as like the hit advantage, because they wanted Nash to be more offensive, and I feel like this takes away from his offense. You know, with standing light kick being only +2 on counter hit, you're only looking at +4, so you can get another jab confirmed. If you're real close, you'll be able to get his jab target combo, but it's really not that much damage. But going into his other buttons, crouching light punch. So they reduced the pushback on block of this button, and they buffed it from +2 to +3 on block. So what I was saying earlier about not having a tick throw button, looks like we got one now, and that is. Also, crouching medium punch, they buffed that from +2 to +3 on block. Crouching heavy kick, they actually expanded the hurt box forward during recovery. Basically, they made it easier to whiff punish. Let me see if I can give you an example. Let's see, I think it's this one. Okay, it's definitely that one. Let's see. Yeah, they definitely made it a little easier to whiff punish now. Me personally, as a Nash player, you really don't want to just be throwing out sweeps like that anyway. But speaking of his other normals, what is it? Chopping Assault, excuse me. Chopping Assault, they changed the frame advantage on hit from +1 to 0. Chopping Assault is his overhead. Yeah, they fixed it to 0. But if you actually do his target combo into it, you're still +1. Not really too sure what the meaning behind that change was, but it is what it is. Spinning back knuckle, which is his forward heavy punch, this little number right here, they also expanded the hurt box during recovery. Basically, you know, saying it's easier to whiff punish now. And it's a lot easier for me to give you an example as opposed to tell you about it. So let's get that pulled up. Whoops. Yeah, you can actually whiff punish this from way farther now. So yeah, another long range button that you really don't want to be throwing out anyway. So let me see, that backhand is actually like 15 frame startup, and it's already like -13. It's minus a bunch. That's not a button you want to be throwing out anyway. Also, step kick. So they changed the recovery time on whiff from 15 frames to 17 frames, and they also expanded the hurt box on that button as well. Wow, they really don't want him throwing out any long range buttons. Let's see. Yeah, and I could probably move back a little farther to punish that, but you get the gist of it. So I guess this is more to that point of like Capcom wanting Nash to be an offensive character, so they kind of want to deter you from using his long range buttons. And let's see, other changes. His wind shear second attack, this little number right here. So they bumped it down from +3 to +2. I'm really indifferent about this because either way, you're still at advantage and you can get the meaty throw. So it is what it is with that. On to the specials. So his sonic scythes across the board all got damage buffs by 10 damage, except let's see, light scythe actually got bumped up by 20, and I want to say powered up EX scythe got bumped up by 20. So more damage is always welcome. Nash definitely needed that. I can definitely attest to that. Moonsault slash. So what they did, they increased the frame advantage across the board on Moonsault. So it's saying changed frame advantage when the third frame of the attack hits from +5 to +6. So basically what that's saying is Moonsault has a special property. When it hits a crouching opponent, it gets an extra frame of advantage. So normally Moonsault is +4, but on a crouching opponent, it's going to be it would originally be +5, but now they made it to where it's +6, and you can get this now. So that's pretty cool. Also on block, they changed the properties as well. Basically on block, they all got increased by one frame. So light slash is going to be, let's see, light slash is going to be from +2 to +3, medium from +3 to +4, heavy from +4 to +5 on block now. So you got to watch your head. And in all honesty, you really have no reason to be crouching when Moonsault's coming. It's, you know, it's kind of whatever. One of the better buffs to the Moonsault, EX Moonsault, they increased the distance as far as it's traveling forward. So basically, this move almost goes full screen now. And another buff, not really noted, when EX Moonsault hits, you're a lot closer to your opponent, so you can actually consistently get crouching medium punch and the stand medium punch, like across the board. At first it was kind of character specific, but now you can do it on every character. That leads to more damage, and it's very welcome. Let's see. Light Tragedy Assault. They changed the startup from 18 frames to 17. Basically, what they did is they made it so to where now you can finally combo after the jab target combo. Why they're just now doing this, I don't know. This should have always been a thing, but you know, hey, thanks, I guess. EX Tragedy Assault. The EX Tragedy Assault got a lot of changes. I'm just gonna touch on some of the more important changes. So what they did, they reduced recovery time on hit by 1 frame. Basically, EX Tragedy Assault, if you were to double dash with Nash, he would be +1. And now with that extra frame, he's going to be +2, like so. Whoops. Yeah, there we go, like so. Also, they changed the hitbox property on it as far as like juggling. So now he can actually do certain things that he could never do, like let's see, this. Let's see. Yeah, he can do that. What else? He can do that. Let me see. Oh yeah, he can. He also has another number. Your guard's down. I want to say. Yeah, and he can do that now. Now that's pretty cool. That's more damage and corner carry and full corner carry, and you're right there. So that's definitely welcome. Now to the Vskill change. It's Vskill 1. So what they did is they altered this right here to where now it pulls your opponent. It pulls the opponent closer, whether it's on hit or on block. So offensive wise, I'm okay with it. I'm kind of in between about it, because normally most Nashes they would they would have to sneak this in sparingly, you know, if they're trying to get some V gauge. But now you really can't do this too much. Like I said, it's definitely welcome as far as getting a better combo confirmed. But here's the problem: it pulls in on hit or block, so now it's easier for the opponent to punish. So you know, Nashes are gonna have to be a little more careful throwing this out. Changes to the Vtrigger. All changes are primarily for Vtrigger 2. So what it is reading, decreased V timer cost from 2,000 frames to 1,000. Basically, that's basically saying originally Vtrigger 2, including activation, was only good for about 4 shots. Now I want to say it's 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So it's good for 4 shots. It's saying they increased the V timer cost on the corridor, which is this number right here, and the Justice Shell, which is this number right here. They increased the timer by 500 frames. So normally in a combo, like, how do I want to word this? Yeah, if you use the Vtrigger 2, if you're just doing empty dashes, then you got about 5 shots. But basically, you're gonna be good for 4 shots total if you're fully offensive with it. But yeah, but that about covers the season 5 changes for Nash. My honest opinion on how I feel about Nash, you know, is like the thumbnail says, is Nash good now? On a 41 character roster right now, about to be 42 with Rose coming really soon, Nash is still in the bottom 10. In my honest opinion. I honestly feel like they really didn't address some of my concerns, some of like the diehard Nash players are concerns, because here's the thing, is like he's got damage and you know he can do some things, but they still cut his leg. He's still hobbling around on one leg. The standing light kick, it's definitely going to take some getting used to. While I do kind of feel some type of way about its combo potential, it is welcome because Nash can now interrupt certain frame traps and certain strings that he never could before. You actually have somewhat of an option on wake up now. So he can somewhat defend himself, and of course with the inclusion of V-shift in the game, he has more of a fighting chance now. He's not a punching bag. But that is my overview. By all means, you know, drop me a comment, let me know what you think of the video. Let me know where you think Nash sits out on the tier list. Also, I'll be dropping a link of the full changes in the description link below. But in the meantime, this is drunkmonkey signing off, and y'all take care.